face it, it's totally different from what you were expecting, etc. So, that just to give a simple illustration, the point is that any discomfort, expectation, turmoil, all these are different stages, are all positive for your spiritual attainment. If a child doesn't fall, it can't know how to walk. If a child doesn't cry, he doesn't know whether the mother is. So all those things are lined up. You're crying, you're falling, you're being agitated, is a part of the show.
Swamiji, the question is about Sita. So you describe on the universal level, she's Prakriti. On the individual level, she's the intellect that is turned Godward.
Yes.
Can you help me make a connection of those? How is on the individual level, the relative level, that intellect related to Prakriti? How is it a parallel?
Soul is a replica of Brahman. So put in that context, the soul is guided by the intellect. And through the intellect, the soul goes on experiencing pleasure and pain. If your intellect is tamasic, your whole world is turbulent. Rajasic, the whole world is flamboyant, and so forth. Evolution of every individual is focused on allowing the soul to blossom, to allow its potentiality to come up. How can it be done? Relating to Sita. As long as intellect is under the grip of three demons, sattva, rajas, tamas, intellect is in a world of temptations, in a world of turmoil. The whole project of soul is how to gather the resources of monkeys and bears, minds and senses, how to create a bridge between the conscious and the unconscious, Hanuman aspect, how to draw Vibhishana away from the demoniac folk. So Vibhishana joins Ram. Sattva comes to help the spiritual movement instead of being submissive to Rajas Tamas. All that is involved. Until Sita is freed of the three gunas, enters into fire, is no longer in a relative world. It wakes up. In a relative world, it's like the sun that has been trapped. Sita level in human mind, intellect. Intellect we say, but intellect involves bhavana, different types of feelings. All that ultimately changes, and she becomes freed of that, ultimately becomes one with Rama. Okay.
Thank you for leading us on this grand adventure.
Yes.
Vyom Swamiji. This question is regarding rituals in the temple. Someone was commenting the other day that when they were doing Abhishekam of Balaji, several gallons of milk were being used, and could that be used better in another situation, for example, homeless or something else? And I did not know what to say, and I did not know how to clarify that question, Swamiji. Could you please help?
Same thing was presented to Lord Jesus. Someone was giving him all the very valuable essences, worshipping him. And the disciple says, she should have done that, stored it and used it in a different way. It's being wasted. Jesus looks at him and says, it's not. She's serving the Son of God. In other words, all those are acts of faith. Faith is not counting on the basis of material values. And if you have that mind to utilize, you can do that at the same time. Lots of food is being thrown every day. Yeah.
Just wait a second. Let her bring the mic.
Swamiji, how do you explain social inequality from a regional sense that we experience in the world today? So there are parts of this world where it seems like, and this could be judgmental, where people starve and poverty is at its maximum. Whereas other parts, there is more to give, more to have, and there's a lot more success.
The answer is go get involved, learn more, and see what you can do about it. But broader level is, that's the way the world is. You go into any family, and if there are many children, how is it they are not of the same age? In every family, you have different types of people, different aspirations. Some feel miserable, some feel very happy, and so forth. And you begin to work. How can I create a world? The problems will never come. You can deal with that only to a certain level. But if you keep your mind involved in that, then that's it. There's no answer. You become a good politician, but that's it. In other words, everybody can do something good, but not with the idea of changing the world. God is for that. He who created it even before you came. And even while with the best of your judgment, it is He who is inspiring. So being attuned to God is the answer to all problems. But at the same time, according to your own thinking, duties come to you, and you feel that if that's your duty, do it. But not with a turmoil in your mind. That what I am doing, it has to go viral. Yeah.
Swamiji, when Tulsidas ji speaks about Bhavani and Shankar and Shraddha and Vishwas, they seem to be, Shraddha and Vishwas seem to be so similar words like faith and trust. Is he putting those qualifications to both of them, or is it like bhakti at a world level and parabhakti?
No. Better to keep in a simple way. Shraddha is the beginning stage. Vishwas is more focused. Shraddha is more specialized and broad. If you have Shraddha, it leads you to Atma Vishwas, something that you can. This is illustrated in Tulsi Ramayana. Hanuman is Shraddha, Angada is Vishwas. When Angada goes with Ravana, he puts his foot down and says, if you shake it, Rama will move away. If you come lead your Shraddha to that level, that what I am doing is going to be successful, and your Shraddha has come to a higher level. The Shraddha and Vishwas are helping each other within you. And if by your Vishwas you succeed, you thank to your mother Shraddha.
Swamiji, then Parabhakti can be said to be
Parabhakti is the goal.
That is unshakable attachment to God.
Translated like that, but this is just figurative. Like the river has entered the ocean. You may say it's unshakable attachment to the ocean.
I have another little question. When we say Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, there comes a term Atithi Devo Bhava. Can you please comment on that? As treat guest as God.
The idea is Siya Ram Mai Sab Jag Jani. Consider the whole world as God. And consider teaching can come from you from any source. The whole world is teachers. Learn from Dattatreya. Water is teacher. Everything is teacher. So keeping that in view, thinking of people, strangers coming to your home. Of course, in old times they were called Atithi because they never made appointments. In modern world there is no Atithi. They are Tithis. They have already told you time, when they are coming, what date they are coming. The ideal is, you are not told. You don't even know who the person is. Yet your heart is open, that whoever comes, there is God behind. And let me do my duty in a positive way. That's advanced state of culture. And behind that mantra, Atithi Devo Bhava. It's God who is coming as someone whose interaction will change. He can give you some idea, some insight, etc., etc. Who knows?
Thank you so much.
Okay, conclude now.
So we conclude for this first session today. We will conclude with prayers by Gurudev. Please come by Swamiji's desk to get your kumkum blessing before you